Good morning, Crypto Chaos. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Good morning, good morning. We're back. We're back again for some more Crypto Chaos and the news. How you guys doing? How you guys feeling? We've got, G-Dog in the house. Good morning, good morning. You guys are, jumping in and out of the shower with some coffee. What? What's going on with that? Good morning, Chaos. Good morning, Cliff. Good morning, Strawberry Dragons, of course, our favorite flavor of dragon. Good morning, Chaos crew. Super Danny's here. How's it going, Cliff? Oh man, E. Perez, jumping. You guys need coffee and showers for everyone. Coffee and showers. All right, let's get started, guys. Let's get started. How you feeling? Morning, my favorite people, says Cody Bakula in the house. Yes. Well, at least we're winning there, right? Oh, jeez. Yes, tired of winning. Let's get started. I've got a little bit of an update for Bitcoin, of course. From last night, you guys left off with us last night on Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. We were calling for this sort of price action today, this morning, with hopefully, we find a close bottom and we continue to go sideways. That's all I hope for Bitcoin at this point. We're now trading around 74K. If we do not honor this area, if we do not print another higher low, we are coming back down here to retest 70,000 likes we have not seen since back in April, I believe, or even later, long time. I think maybe like the run up of 24. It's crazy. Yep. So back here, 2024, the beginning of the run, which actually started back in 23, but who's counting? All right, moving on. All right, so that's where we are currently with Bitcoin's price action this morning. I have a quick little update from Doomberg this morning on just kind of some overall relative macro news. Let's see what they had to say this morning on the open interest.
Chinese President Xi Jinping spoke by phone earlier today. According to a Chinese news agency, the call comes ahead of a proposed meeting in April. No details were released, and it followed Xi's recent call with Russia's President Vladimir Putin as well. Federal Reserve Governor Stephen Miron is stepping down from his role leading the White House Council of Economic Advisors. Miron had been on unpaid leave from the CEA while serving at the Fed, an arrangement that drew criticism from Senate Democrats over Fed independence. In a letter to President Trump, Miron said he was honoring a promise to fully sever White House ties while remaining at the Fed. And Spain's biggest lender,
all right, so we got Miran,
is buying Webster Financial for $12 billion.
So Moran is around for a little longer. Steve Moran. All right, so that's a quick little update. What's going on this morning? President Xi's talking with Vladimir Putin and Trump. So we, getting a little bit of some macro going. But we need a win, guys. We need a win. Let's take a look and see what's going on with some of the headlines this morning as well. Breaking, Trump admin to withdraw 700 federal workers from Minnesota. That's, of course, going on right now. S&P 500 futures, little changed amid lingering tech pressure, weak jobs data, etc. Software stock rout, shock street, somewhere to hide, yada, yada. AMD is now down 9% after reporting earnings. What else? Fed pick, Tillis doubles down on Warsh, blockade over concerns about Fed independence. And, looks like, we've been talking at length about Warsh and what he can and cannot do or will or will not do at the Fed. This is going to be hawkish, this is going to be dovish. I've had multiple polls here on the channel about it. As of right now, it seems like he's just going to be doing the same thing Powell's doing, except a little bit farther out. That's the take I get. If you look at 2008 financial crisis, we waited till something, of course, broke. And I feel like that's probably what's going to happen with Warsh. Senator Tom Tillis doubled down on his vow to block Federal Reserve Chair nominee Kevin Warsh until the Department of Justice concludes its investigation into Fed Jerome Powell. The North Carolina Republican has ability to deadlock any Fed nominee on the Senate Banking Committee, preventing it from reaching the Senate floor. The Department of Justice is investigating Powell over alleged overruns related to renovation of the Fed's headquarters. And there you go. So that's what's going on right now. He may or may not get some bit of resistance getting into the Fed. Continuing on. Amazon makes Alexa's AI assistant available to everyone in the United States nearly a year after its launch. I'm assuming this is for free too, because I've been using Alexa Plus for I don't even know how long. I think it's been probably a year or two. Alexa Plus costs $20 a month, but it is free to Prime members. So again, that's your answer. I guess my answer to that. It's free to Prime members. Eli Lilly blows past quarterly estimates. Stocks making biggest moves in the pre-market, and we still got 3 or 4 minutes, guys, till the open bell. These are pretty much all of the headlines for today. Let's take a look and see how's gold and silver holding up in the pre-market as well. All right, let's see. We got gold and silver. Gold right now sitting at $5,029 an ounce. We've got silver sitting at $91 before the market opened. And not too bad of a recovery on silver. Again, touching a low of $70 per ounce before making a recovery. All right. Hopefully Bitcoin does the same thing. Hopefully soon. We need to get out of this parallel channel. Descending wedge pattern. We've been stuck in this since back last Wednesday. All right. So that's the idea I have on the board. Hopefully we do get some chop. Otherwise, we're going to see $70,000 Bitcoin. This would be about 69,420. That was, of course, the previous all-time high. From 2021. I really hope not to see that, guys. Hope we get a higher low here. We start going. We start moving. We got to break out. We got to squeeze out. And it looks like we might be getting that hopefully here soon. If not today, maybe tomorrow. But we got to start correcting. All right, continuing on. We got, let's see. Let's see. Take a look at how about Fox Business's headlines as well. We have about 2 minutes till the open bell. A private sector added 22,000 jobs in January, well below expectations. ADP says. I wonder if the Fed decision in March is now affected by this. Let's take a look at that as well in Polymarket. Fed decision in March now sitting at 7, so actually down 1 point since that jobs data came out. Yikes. All right, nothing has changed. Experts argue gold is overplayed and metal market is a fear trade. Maybe, but honestly, who wants to be holding this seriously? Who wants to be holding these paper dollars? I don't know. I don't know. Otaku, is it your birthday? Says Strawberry Dragons. No, actually, no, it is not. It's actually, we have enough time to get into it. Yes, it is actually Michael Saylor's birthday. I think I shared this over on my X account this morning. Cliff also shouting out it in the chat as well. It is Michael Saylor's birthday, so give him a shout out. Wish him a happy birthday. And he says, if you want to get me a birthday gift, just buy some Bitcoin for yourself. That's what he's telling the world, guys. He's telling the world. It's my birthday, but make sure you got some Bitcoin. Again, reminding the world before it's too late. Let's see what else we got in the chat. We got a few minutes. Actually, we got about 30 seconds. They should be going over there soon. Oh, no. It looks like they have the Economic Club. What? This might be a recording. I don't know what this is.
Long time, but ultimately, there are adjustments. There will be drawdowns.
Yeah. That's just a recording. That's just a commercial. In about 15, 20 seconds, we're going to be opening that bell. Yep, there we go. And we should be heading over there soon. Right now, we got to ring that damn bell.
Countdown is on. Everything you need to get.
All right. It's not my birthday. It's Michael Saylor's. Good morning. Joyce, happy Joy in the house as well. Oh no, Robbie's late. Always late I am. It's all good, man. We're here all morning. $68,685 will eventually be tapped, says Robbie Scott. I'm going to put you on the board for that, Robbie. We'll see, of course, how this goes. All right, opening bell happening right now. Let's go.
Trading. This is Bloomberg Open Interest. I'm Matt Miller. Investors will be watching today to see if we bounce back from the almost $300 billion AI spooked sell-off that we had in yesterday's market. Right now, futures are little changed on the S&P. NASDAQ futures are still down. The small caps are up, but everything from standalone software companies to consultancies to financial services companies sold off yesterday on the concern that AI, like Anthropic, will eat their lunch. You can see Citi ringing the opening bell at the New York stock exchange, and we have, and Citi's done very well, obviously, among the big money setter banks. And we have VenHub ringing the bell at the NASDAQ. They've just gone public, I think, yesterday or the day before, and they operate like, I mean, in their description is every buzzword you need. AI, robotic, staffless stores.
Is that one of the, like a model store?
Maybe that's a model of their store. It looks like, yeah, in any case, apparently you go in there, you buy something, it restocks, it takes inventory, it does everything without a staff.
I was like, do you remember there's once a VC that had an idea called Bodega? And it was that, and it was like, we're replacing the Bodega, and people revolted. They were so mad. They were like, we love our Bodega, we like our Bodega cat, stop taking jobs of these people. Yeah. So it's kind of similar.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Anyway, speaking of interesting, I'm looking at Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk this morning. Eli Lilly, they gave an upbeat forecast. Obesity drug sales were strong. Meanwhile, Novo Nordisk says that sales could drop as much as 13% this year on intensifying competition in the weight loss market. So a change in fortune between the two of them, Matt.
All right, software stocks and private lenders are steady today after the huge sell-off I was talking about yesterday. This is right now the live trade for LegalZoom, Trade Desk, and KKR. But all of these stocks got hit hard yesterday because traders worry they face a reckoning from AI tools like those offered by Anthropic. Last week, Blackstone's John Gray told us software is among the sectors he is closely watching for disruption.
There's definitely more risk in certain industries. There's no question that you have to think about some of the lower value IT services businesses. And when you think about things like software, for instance, is it a vertical software that is sort of the system of record for a business that is very hard to rip out? Or is it some low-level horizontal software where it's easy to change and therefore the AI could lead to a big erosion in your business?
Let's bring in Threadneedle Ventures founder Ann Berry. She's with us here on set. So Ann, you know, this is something that we've talked about previously. It's not a new idea, obviously, but it's gaining steam in terms of fear in the market. What do you think?
Oh, it's absolutely gaining fear. And I think we're actually seeing companies now willing to make bold moves to deal with it. I'll give you one example. It's not AI in the purest sense, but it's disruption and a board saying we've got to move, and that's the PayPal exiting of its CEO. For me, that sets a precedent now for what a lot of these software businesses will have to do. Look hard at their management team, see if they're AI savvy, and frankly make some swift moves if it looks like they're not.
Well, for a lot of these legacy companies, one argument I've heard is that they'll be fine. They have a customer base. Customers are sticky. So yeah, maybe there's like something cheaper that comes to market, but people aren't really going to switch and they can adopt and they'll be okay.
Yeah, I don't buy that, and I'll give you...
Yeah, we'll see. Everyone is paying for Grok right now or ChatGPT. There's always going to be something better coming down the road. All right, 74,600 on Bitcoin right now. Still getting the pre-market jitters, and we of course opened now about 3 minutes ago. And we are currently retesting our pennant. So hopefully we can see a reversal here, or we're going to probably break down at around 10 o'clock in the morning like we usually do. If we do, hopefully we stay above 70K, at least for today. We need to try to stay afloat before the end of the week. All right, guys, let's continue to see what else is going on in the overall sentiment right now. I'm going to give them maybe 5 minutes. Let's just finish up with the rest of the headlines here and see if we get someone else on one of the other news outlets. Let's take a look and see what's going on in CNBC this morning. Stocks are mixed.
Fraud.
Kramer.
Things are, they would argue. This is just, these are anecdotes.
Maybe
not being. Now, Jay Clayton might take issue with what I'm having to say here, but yeah, that I've been hearing of late. He, without a doubt, is. But that's a separate issue. Yeah, but.
Jim, I do want to get you per our earlier conversation. It looks like it's AppLovin's turn in the barrel today. This would be flirting with a 3 handle for the first time since August.
You know, AppLovin's got that. They got that problem. And see, like Google's decided to go in against them. I don't, David. Memo to you: don't compete with Google.
All right, I'm over it. Moving on to Fox Business and see if they're awake and working today. It looks like they're still down and broken. That sucks. Yeah. This is what happens when you get the news for free, guys. If you want to catch the news for free, go to newslive.com. And, of course, you can catch all the news outlets for free if you head on over there. Don't pay for what you get for free. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Let's take a look at the overall sentiment since we're here. Fear and greed index right now sitting at 44 for the stock market. Yikes! Back to fear for the stock market. Oh, here we go. You know what that's going to be for crypto. Ooh, that's not going to look good. Let's take a look over here. Take a peek, guys. Maybe don't look at your portfolio today. Sitting at extreme fear. It's still in 14. Still nothing's really changed over here. Still in the exact same spot we were yesterday. So these are some of the lowest levels of fear we've ever been at. What was it? 9, 10, 12. Yeah, so not too far away from the lowest levels we've ever seen in our space. Continuing on, we've got the Dixie right now, sitting at 97.5. Again, living the dream right now with all the fear. Still trying to come out on the month, as it did get knocked down quite a bit from 99.39, a high of 99.39 back in January, to where we are now in February, 97.52. We did hit a low of 96.28. And of course, this won't be the last time the Dixie comes down and retests a new low for the year. That's just my 2 sats, though, not financial advice. But yeah, like down with the Dixie, I say, down with the Dixie on the year. Of course, still going down and to the right. All right, moving on. Let's take a look at bubbles this morning. How we doing on the market open? Top 100 assets right now on the day. Everything is kind of mostly red. We have a 2% down on the day, 1.7 on top 200 assets. Some of the biggest movers to the downside. Damn, Solana's down 8% on a single day, sending itself down to $94. Wow, that's crazy. This is the lowest I think I've seen Solana in a long time. Yeah, at the beginning of the year, we were sitting at $125. Yeah, within the last year, this is the lowest Solana has sunk to. Potentially, marking a beginning or maybe maybe the end of the bear market. We'll know soon enough, guys. Lighters down 9% as well. So that's continuing the sell-off around the around the clock. Polygon sitting at down 6% as well on the day. Stables down 10. Jupe is down 5, and of course the bleeding continues. Sui down 3.2%. Now it just loaded, corrected to 2.6. Damn it, as soon as I look at it. Yeah, so those are the biggest movers on the day. Looking at the weekly here, Robbie Scott's coming in. Oh, no. No, looks like, shoot. How did that happen? Robbie Scott says, my audio has been muted. It looks like it's fine. Yeah, it looks like it's fine. At least on my end, I can see my mic moving. Yeah, so anyway, continuing. Hopefully you guys, the rest of you guys are going to be able to hear me. Thanks again, Robbie Scott, for the $2 super chat anyway to let me know. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so yeah, looking down at the weekly here, or the most sold off assets, we have IP Story down 36%, 20% off Fetch AI. Damn, some of the mighties have fallen. Today is definitely a really good idea to look over at the top weeklies and see what's down the most today, because there's a lot of opportunities here. We're looking for 15s, 20s, and there's plenty of 25s today. Again, just going through the most oversold. IP Story continues to be one of the most oversold at 36% off. We got Pengu down 27. We got, again, Sui, Near is down 20% as well. Midnight's down 16, just barely making it our 15 and 25%. 25% off Solana on the week. Solana, guys. Oh man, if there's an L1 you're looking at right now, the baby pick up that's oversold right now, it would be probably Solana on the move down. You might want to be loading up on the way down. That's how you make this, guys. You make this cheese when there is all of the blood in the street. Even Ethereum, damn, 26% off on the weekly, now sitting at $2,200. Crazy. Bitcoin's of course down 15% on the week. Guys, we are bleeding. Monthly, we're looking for 40s and 50s. There's quite a few here. 30s, 40s, and 50s. Mostly we're looking for 40s. I would say right now, the way we're oversold. Zcash is down 44%. Virtuals Protocol is down 40%. Otto's down 36%. We have a little bit more pain maybe to go. 30% off on AVAX. 30% off on Link. Some big movers here to the downside. Tau, crazy. Tau's down again as well, 26.9%. Don't catch the falling knife. Yes, Perez, don't catch that falling knife. DCA while you are going down. Don't be trading your whole stack while you're going down. DCA while we're going down. Again, not financial advice. All right, so that's what's going on here in the top 100. Let's take a look at the top 200 right now. All right, on the day, it looks a bit choppy here. It's only down about 1% right now on the day so far for the top 200. ZBEX down the most, though, on a single day, 9.1%, with Frax down 9.5%, Borg at 8.5%. I do like ZBEC at these prices. It's kind of crazy. We did finally hit our 2 zeros 19. We've been talking about that over on the Patreon. If you guys are over there, you know what we're talking about. All right, and yeah, also, there's more bleeding to come if ZBEC does not find a good, level of support here. It could go down to, of course, 1.8 and beyond. Continuing on into the weekly, ZBEC is also one of the most oversold here on the weekly. We're looking for 15s and 20s, guys. There's so many here. Again, 25s are probably going to be your round lucky number right now. Anything beyond that is a gift from the gods. Speaking of which, ZBEC's down 27%. We got Kula down 46. Radium is down 35. Rivers 67. We got a lot of opportunity here, guys. If you just take a look, if you got some dry powder, throw some in while we're going down. All right, top 2 to 300 assets as well. We're looking at it's been a while since I've been in here. I wanted to just kind of quickly get in here real quick. Linnea, we haven't heard about Linnea in a long time. Why? Because she's in the top 300 now. She's down 37% on the week as well. On the monthly, we're looking at 44% off on Linnea. Brett, we haven't seen Brett in a long time. How about Wormhole? Remember Wormhole? We used to talk about Wormhole. That was in the top 200, now in the top 300, now down 38% on the month. It's a lot of opportunities. I'm telling you guys, we have to go even further out now to find some of their old favorites, like Jido. Remember when Jido was in the top most oversold on the top 200? Yeah, now still, of course, doing that same thing in the top 3. All right, guys, I just wanted to shout out to a few that I see on here, and that's pretty much it. Now, again, not financial advice, just my 2 sats for the day. Do what you will with that information.
I'd buy that for $1.
All right, getting back to Doomberg, let's see if we can find anything else breaking this morning. Here we go.
The overnight session in Asia.
They are on break. Let's take a look at CNBC. Are they on break as well? What time is it? It's about 42. Nice. We're about 15 minutes away from crypto news.
Software and decide whether Anthropic can destroy them. Because Anthropic cannot destroy. I mean, I'm watching CrowdStrike down 12, and they are, again, partners. And then someone said to me, Jim, don't forget it's a head and shoulders pattern. Okay.
Big piece this morning on the marketing wars, Jim, are going to heat up starting Sunday. You're going to see ads from Anthropic. You're going to see more ads from OpenAI. Consumers will be making choices. Businesses will be making choices.
And I'll give you one that I think is good that people...
All right, a lot of marketing companies and stuff are hit right now because of AI. And, of course, Claudebot is still in the talks as well. All right, moving on. Let's take a look and see what's going on in crypto news today. Let's start with, how about cryptonews.com? Let's start there. This is my least favorite website to go to. Let's start with the worst first. All right. TRM Labs hits $1 billion evaluation after $70 million Series C, led by Blockchain Capital. Base restores network stability after transaction delays triggered by configuration change. Guys, let me know in the chat if you've seen anything what's going on with any news pertaining to Binance. We were talking about this last night and yesterday morning. There seems to be some issues with Binance over there. There's rumors of a bankruptcy and all sorts of crazy stuff going on. So let me know in the chat if you guys hear anything about that. Here's some Binance news right here as of 3 hours ago. Binance leads January exchange reserves ranking with $155 billion in holdings. So again, there's no fear or FUD there. All right, Kevin Warsh, markets react as pro-Bitcoin economist as tipped for a Fed chair. These are old news right there. Just deep dives are old. All right, let's go somewhere else. Let's take a look at Cointelegraph this morning. Whale's $9 billion sale was not due to quantum concerns, says Galaxy Digital. So I guess there's a little piece there. Mike Novogratz was actually interviewed, I think it was yesterday. And he said that, he believes that the bottom is in right around 70K. Right around 70K. So again, to follow the TradFi guys, make sure you're following the venture capitals. Make sure you know what's going on, what they're doing. We can still see more peen to the downside. But most people are still saying that the bottom is pretty much right here. Galaxy Digital denied a $9 billion sale from one of its clients was linked to quantum computing risks, countering speculation after its earnings call. Following the company's earnings call, crypto community members pointed to a $9 billion Bitcoin sale by one of Galaxy Wealthy's customers who was fairly concerned about Bitcoin's quantum resistance. Alex Thorne, Galaxy head of research, said it on Tuesday X post that $9 billion trade executive on the behalf of the client was not due to Bitcoin-related quantum computing. Of course, the misinformation and the fears continue. All right, Novo didn't connect the two. Quantum is not why the whale sold, according to Alex Thorne over on X. He said that the one reason he was claiming the Bitcoin weakness, but he just disagrees with that is clear, and we're just talking about one wallet, guys. Quantum computing concerns on hit Bitcoin. Okay. Moving on. That's, of course, a very old narrative. I'm sure we're going to move on from that in the future. Well, as we get closer to that crucial time period where it's going to affect a lot of us in our daily lives. Bitcoin's $68,000 trend line has seen its potential Bitcoin price floor. Yes, it's possible. We go down that far. Robbie Scott also pointed to that this morning in the chat. I'm putting my bets on 69,420. But we can hit 67 too. We can also hit 67 too. And I'm talking about small time periods being in those levels, guys. Not like being there for like years or anything. All right. Mercado. I don't know any of this other stuff. It's 2 hours ago. Canada's Asuro formalizes interim crypto custody framework. Give me something juicy this morning. Base says configuration change caused transactional delays. Fixed the issue. This is, of course, coming from Coinbase. Coinbase's Ethereum Layer 2 network Base said that recent slow or missing transactions were caused by configuration error, and that has now been fixed. I think it's pretty much all we need to read there. So, again, be safe if you're playing around in that ecosystem. It's still pretty new. So it's pretty to be expected with new chains like that. Stablecoin dust, crypto devs launch website, Gentic, yada, yada, yada. Not feeling any of this. Trump expected to sign a bill to end U.S. partial government shutdown. That is super old down there, scrolling even further down. We did get a little bit of a talk from Trump yesterday saying that he wants this bill done. If we can't get this bill, the market structure bill done before the midterms, it's over, guys. We're not going to see that probably this year. All right, let's see what else we have here. And I think he's trying to get, Trump's not trying to. I think from what I understand, the policymakers are trying to exclude, senators, anyone with holding a, the president himself, anyone holding a role in politics. To prevent them from purchasing any crypto assets and betting against the people. All right, moving on. South Korea gets rich from crypto. North Korea gets weapons. What the hell kind of headline is that? All right, so crypto drives retail markets and electoral politics in South Korea and North Korea. It props up communist dictatorships. In Seoul, crypto is loud, hard to ignore. Okay, it's just a opinion piece there on that. All right, okay, moving on. Suspicious projects outpublish legitimate ones in crypto press releases. We got nothing, guys. We got nothing. Let's head over to one more news outlet. Then we might have to probably rely heavily on Twitter this morning for crypto news. Elon Musk XAI hunts for a crypto expert to train AI startups' frontier models. So this is breaking as of right now. I can always rely on Daily Hodl. Looks like Elon Musk's artificial intelligence AI startup is looking to bring in crypto finance expert on board. Musk XAI hunting for crypto quantitative expert to train its frontier AI models on the in and outs of digital assets market. According to the listing, the successful candidate will train and refine XAI's AI models by providing high-quality data, detailed annotations, and reasoning model, output critiques, and crypto market strategy. You will teach the model how crypto quantitative traders analyze blockchain data, model tokenomics, evaluate on-chain flows, manage extreme volatility, exploit inefficiencies across centralized and decentralized venues, and reason through novel digital asset paradigms. Looks like he wants a trader. I'm serious, that's what it sounds. What the hell? Okay, so the AI training will include decentralized finance protocols, perpetual futures, and derivatives trading, cross-exchange, arbitrage, and risk management for portfolios. There you go. So if this sounds like you guys, go sign up. Wow, I guess he's trying to really steamroll funding for this. Bank insider accused of stealing $50,000 from billion-dollar lender, taking cash directly from drive-through drawer. What the hell? It's just regulations. Final Bitcoin bull market is coming, says analyst Michael van de Pape. Here's his timeline. You can look at Michael van de Pape. He's pretty loud over on our crypto spaces. It's important to be realizing that things need to be put into perspective. The ISM manufacturing PMI managers is heading into the first 50 plus read in more than 3 years. Last time we looked at that, guys, it was sitting at 52. It's been one of the longest bear markets on that regard. Not great for the business cycle and not great for Bitcoin. The fact is that Bitcoin rallied is simply the only due to the launch of liquidity on the ETFs, exchange traded funds. But now, just now, is the moment that the markets will start to wake up. That's of course coming from Michael van de Pape and not myself there. The question is whether the business cycle is truly connected to Bitcoin's price, which a lot of people have speculated that is definitely the case. Of course, venture capitalists like Raoul Paul, even Tom Lee said a few words about it just the other day. Kathy Wood and more. Last cycle, end of 2021, the Fed decided to start quantitative tightening and heavily increase interest rates. This time, quantitative easing has started as economy is slightly getting weaker and decreasing of interest rates. There's a reason why gold and silver peaked last week, and it's due to the fact that the end of the macroeconomic period of time in the coming 1 to 3 years, we'll see a strong and final bull on Bitcoin and crypto. So yeah, 1 to 3 years, guys, according to Michael van de Pape. We're going to see it between 1 to 3 years. All right. And again, if you just zoom out on Bitcoin, you can see it's up and to the right, guys. Up and to the right. Crypto as well. Don't freak out if we see these lower prices in the near term. Google agrees to pay $68 million settlement to customers after being accused of listening to private conversations on Android phones. Ooh, I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all. Do no evil no more. No, not for Google. HBAR dominates sentiment's real-world asset developing rankings. I think that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. I think we're going back into the old news. Don't forget, Bed Bath & Beyond is getting into real-world assets with tokens.com. Can't make that up. Can't make that up. That was crazy. We covered that just a couple days ago. All right, let's go back to TradFi. What else is going over there? And hit up with you guys in the news here. Just after we check in with them. Okay, they're on break. How you guys doing in the chat? How you doing? Binance are assholes, says Andy. Well, there's your update on Binance from Andy. There you go. There you go. Okay, Robbie Scott says, yeah, I had to refresh, and then it worked. Not sure what happened on his end. Well, I appreciate it in either way, Robbie. Thank you for letting me know that there could have been something up with my audio. I appreciate that, my friend. Andy says, Jeffrey's infrastructure gains and regulatory momentum are accelerating tokenization. Market structure bill is missing the link for the next phase of digital asset adoption. That's coming from Jeffries. Yeah, damn. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're waiting for, guys. We're waiting for a win. I keep saying it. We need a win. I think I put it on my thumbnail today. We need a win, guys. I don't care if it's going to be tariffs first or it's going to be market structure bill. We need one of those to pop off first for us to really get. I mean, shutdown helped a little bit. Let's see how Bitcoin's holding up right now. And it's sitting at 74,000. Still honoring this pennant this morning. I'm not going to bet anything on this though. I would definitely not bet on this. This could break down any minute. Let's take a look at order books and see if there is a chink in the armor we can find that would show that we're going to come down sooner rather than later. Let's take a look at, of course, Camp of the White Snow on YouTube, bringing us the live heat map for free. Of course, book map. Don't pay for what you get for free, guys. Especially on Bitcoin. Everyone's covering this everywhere. So right now, we're still stuck in a very, very critical spot. We have support majorly at 72K. Damn, that is a new low, I believe, if we hit that 72K. So there's a lot of buy orders in down there. We can zoom on in here. We can take a look and see what else is going on. How many new areas have been loaded up in the past 24 hours. Let's take a look. 72 might be here by the afternoon. All right. Let's see. So 80K is still our major level of resistance right now. And of course, where we're sitting at right now, just above 74, 75 is where we're going, right down the center there for Bitcoin currently. This is, of course, over the monthly. So you can see here on the day, we have a little bit of purchasing mostly towards the downside. We're filling in some gaps here between 80 and 90K. There's a little bit more there. But for the most part, it's all happening under $100,000 Bitcoin. Yeah, there's been a bunch of load ups here, but for the most part, yeah, it's all happening right here between 60,000 $190,000. That's where all of the buy and sell pressure are coming from on the order books. And looking here on the day, on the weekly, yeah, you can see all that, of course, closer is exactly what I'm talking about, all that area getting built up. Yeah, so nothing really new, nothing really changed. I'm not getting too excited yet. New areas, of course, loading up on the day. This is in the last 6 hours on Bitcoin. Most of it's coming to the downside, so prepare for some more heat, guys. We are probably going to go down a little lower today. All right, so that's what's going on in Bitcoin right now, and you can see on the order books right now, the bulls and the bears are still clashing in really very, very similar price. What? Where's my bear? Where'd my bear go? All right, I'll find my toys later. Oh, jeez. All right, I'm moving on. Yes. I forgot where I left my toys. Okay, let's get back over to Doomberg real quick.
We're actually down 0.5% as we continue to see concern around not just software companies, but hardware companies as well in AI. NVIDIA down 1%, AMD down 14% after earnings. Chipotle had earnings and an outlook that's flat, but they're still up today, only 0.33%. Uber earnings, their forecast missed, down 6 2/3%. Novo Nordisk, we know, said sales will fall 13%. Those shares are down 5.5%, but Eli Lilly said sales are going to be great. So with the same product, by the way, so their shares are up almost 8%. Coming up in the next hour, Meredith Whitney joins us right here on set, plus the executive behind a $10 billion loan to create the Project Vault company, and Mark Douglas of Mountain.
All right, not feeling any of this so I'm going to ignore Bloomberg for the rest of the day. Let's see what else is going on in CNBC. Squawk.
Novo Nordisk, we heard them. I think that they were kind of lowballing what they have to say, but remember, they're up against Eli Lilly and David Ricks, and David Ricks may be an executive who is chronically undervalued versus what he's done. Then I have Santander talking about undervalued. It's $180 billion bank. It's the largest bank in Europe. And Anna Boutine has done such a remarkable job. Just bought a 200
All right, I'm over this as well. Okay, moving on. Let's see what else we have. Anything on the headlines today? I think we covered pretty much everything. Let's take a look at Fox Business just one more time. Palantir, private sector added 22,000 jobs in January, well below expectations, of course. Chevron CEO says AI problem has a solution, and that spares consumers. CFTC chair says the crypto bill would make U.S. gold standard for regulation. Here we go. We got a little bit of crypto news on Fox Business this morning.
Welcome back. The Securities and Exchange Commission partnering with the Commodities Futures Trading Commission on Project Crypto in an effort to align federal oversight of digital assets.
This is a 10-minute interview, so I don't want to get into the whole thing. Let's see if we can find some sound bites.
Securities versus commodities so that we have clear jurisdiction. Walk us through it.
That's right. For too long, we've had the Gary Genslers of the world regulating by enforcement.
No more Gary.
That every digital asset is a security. And Chairman...
You know, speaking of which, I'm going to segue that real quick. Didn't Gary Gensler pop up in the Epstein files? If you guys didn't catch last night's, Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. We went deep into a lot of the Epstein. There's so much there, guys. We could probably do like 6 videos on all the crazy stuff that's been pulled up from that. We covered some crazy, issues in that file. So if you guys can check that out, that was a doozy. And we also spent like a half hour or an hour just in the crypto-related Epstein file. Excerpts. So if you want to check that out, we did put that up yesterday. But I did hear some rumors that Gary Gensler was in there. So let's see if we can find out if that was true. Epstein emails speak fresh crypto conspiracy claims. This is coming from MSNBC as of a day ago. Looks like different claims around suspicious links between Jeffrey Epstein and the former U.S. Treasury official, ex-SEC chair Gary Gensler are making rounds over the internet. Crypto investors are now doubting that there were some regulatory payback against certain crypto projects. This may include Ripple and others. Yeah, we did get references of Ripple and HBAR in the Epstein files. That was one of the biggest takeaways we actually had. It seemed like he had some sort of involvement with Ripple, and he wasn't happy with HBAR taking some of the steam off of Ripple when it launched back in like was it 15, 14? I don't even remember. That was of course the time period in which he was involved in crypto, between 15 and 16. So post-tagged Epstein files asset, Epstein placed Gary Gensler into academic roles. He later influenced his actions as SEC chair. However, there is still no clear evidence that shows that Epstein directly directed regulators or shaped enforcement. But these chats do reflect opinion and access. Epstein-Gensler emails resurface. Or e-surface. What? Maybe that's a typo. An email from May 7th, 2018 shows that Epstein described Gensler as pretty smart. He even referenced Gensler's past roles as U.S. Treasury and Goldman Sachs. Meanwhile, the note also discussed the former SEC chair's political ties and views on regulation. There was another message from May 5th that said that Gary Gensler wanted to talk to about digital currencies, and these emails were allegedly sent to from Epstein to Lawrence H. Summers. And continues on from there. Jeffrey Epstein writes, "I know Gary. He worked for me at TRSI or TSRSY in the 90s. GS partner before that, pretty smart. Pissed some off by tossing hunch of 1990s policy under bus to integrate ingratiate, I don't know, with liberal Democrats, especially Warren Wing. He's very lazy on his typing here. Different views on CFTC chairmanship. He was very much involved with Hillary Clinton's campaign and angling for jobs, he said. Epstein died in 2019 when Gensler was nominated to lead the SEC in 2021. The claims of leverage would require influence after Epstein's death. Gensler's taught blockchain courses at MIT and of course advised research initiatives. However, Epstein donated to MIT Media Lab during the same period. MIT later acknowledged that the donations were said ties were cut. It's crucial to look out for documents that can show Epstein placed Gensler in these roles. So Ripple named as a threat. This is what I was talking about last night a little bit here. Separately, corresponding from the 2014, Epstein had held an investment allocation in Blockstream. A July 31st, 2014 email from then Austin Hill asked to remove Epstein's allocation. The reason cited was conflict. David Swartz, Ripple's chief technology officer, in a post shared his concerns about the damaging Ripple and the crypto industry. He even left out the warning. He wrote, "I hate to be a conspiracy theorist, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if this is just the tip of the giant iceberg." As per the emails shared, Hill wrote that Ripple and Stellar were bad for the ecosystem that we are building. Yeah. So that's what he said there. That's the quote. The email said that backing competing protocols would harm Blockstream's tech strategy, and the message, including MIT's Media Lab director Joichi Ito, and investor Reid Hoffman. All right, so the focus on Bitcoin and Lightning tools, Blockstream also did. Ripple and Stellar pursued different ledger designs, and investor alignment disputes were common at the time. Some XRP supporters on X are pointing to the nearly surfaced documents as evidence that Ripple has viewed as a genuine threat in the crypto industry. One user said that discloses them with extremely bullish on XRP, while other argued the attention itself showed that Ripple was taken seriously from the start. Bullish traders claim that emails strengthen the idea that Ripple wasn't a fringe experiment, but a real challenger to Bitcoin first infrastructure. To them, that apparently an early pushback against alternative blockchain models only through enforces their long-term optimism about XRP's price potential. I guess that's one way to look at it. All right, and of course, XRP's down as the time of writing this, blah, blah, blah. All right, so I just wanted to segue there real quick. This is also, Micro Seleg talking about crypto and the market structure bill. See if we can get a little bit of more of a soundbite from this. Prediction markets. See if we can talk about the bill. The big banks, of course, are going to be the biggest struggle here. I think,
to make the United States the gold standard. And so I do expect in the next couple of months to get this thing across the line.
So is it fair to say that the CFTC's oversight is going to be
February, March,
overseeing, in addition to what you've always done in commodities, et cetera, but some of these non-traditional markets?
The CFTC is a unique regulator. So we've had the Securities and Exchange Commission since the 30s. It's regulated.
All right, we don't need to go to history there. I just wanted to get a soundbite. Okay. So yeah, CFTC, Michael Slick says the market structure bill is moving through Congress would make the United States the gold standard for crypto regulation, arguing the clear rules are long overdue for digital asset markets. Slick said the U.S. has lacked clear digital oversight, and the new legislation would provide token taxonomy and define jurisdiction to move markets forward. Right, and I was also pointing to the fact that we should be able to get this done between February and March. That's been my take since last year, especially if we got a government shutdown, which we did. So, yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Don't hold your breath, guys. Don't hold your breath. How's Bitcoin doing right now? Did we finally fall down? Yes, we did. We finally fall down and validated the pennant. And, again, be careful, guys. We're approaching 73K. I just showed you the order books are showing a very likelihood of us seeing 72,000 today. That's going to be a new low for Bitcoin on the year. $72,000 Bitcoin. All right. As the days go by, we'll find the bottom eventually, guys. You're just not going to like what we see when we get there. All right. So that's what we're looking at right now on Bitcoin. Let's continue on with you guys in the chat. How you guys doing in the chat? How you guys doing? Okay. Epstein knows who Satoshi is, Anthony Smith. I don't think so. There are some references to what he calls the Bitcoin Foundation. But I think those are in the early days. Yeah, I mean, they're probably no different than the core devs, right, that we have now. So obviously we've changed a lot of people in the core devs, but yeah, I don't think he actually knows who Satoshi was. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of misinformation. We were covering that a few months ago with like redacted information, and people were like copying and pasting things over, and I'm like, this doesn't look right. I've been using Photoshop for like 20 years. You can see the dithering around that, and it was fake. I found the original post, so I don't believe that he actually knew who Satoshi was. Ghost Operation says XRP will pass Bitcoin soon. What? Soon, says Ghost Operations. Damn, that's a ballsy statement there, my friend. Bitcoin's sitting at still like $1.5 trillion. XRP's sitting at $100 billion, I believe. If it's still holding $100 billion. Let's take a look and see what's going on in the top 10 cryptos over on CoinMarketCap. Give you guys some perspective there. Bitcoin sitting at $1.5 trillion, just falling a little bit under that today, $1.48 trillion. And then we have, of course, Ethereum sitting at $261 billion. I mean, XRP might, have a bit of a push, might flip Ethereum if it doesn't get its head out of its ass. Tether sitting at $185 billion, of course, still rising as people flock to the dollar. BNB sitting at $100 billion with, yes, XRP breaking $100 billion, now sitting at $94 billion on XRP, $101.54. Damn, that's one of the lowest we've seen in a while. I think that goes back to Binance sell-off. The Binance sell-off. Remember that debacle? I think I saw that chart up. Do I still have that chart? Yep. This is the flash crash we saw on. It's not quite that low yet. The flash crash we saw back there on 1010. That sent it down to $1.80. Okay, that was a long time ago. No. It was back in October. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was a ridiculous candle downside. Here it is. Yeah. Here it is. Yeah, remember that one? 77 cents on that Binance DPEG or whatever the hell happened here. That was insane. If you guys remember that, 77 cents. Crazy. All right, and yeah, right now we're grinding down to a real new low. Not this nonsense. Of course, this is a Binance chart. Are you stupid? This is showing you history. We are grinding down here. This is looking pretty bullish, though. I mean, if we do finally actually break out of here, we are likely to possibly get a retracement back up to $1.80 if Bitcoin wants to finally call it quits. 74,700 on Bitcoin. Again, I showed you the order books. Did we wick down at 72? No, 73.4. There's a lot of buying pressure right now, sitting at about 72. So it's possible we do see that right around the afternoon time. So hopefully, again, the goal today, guys, is to recover and just go sideways and break out of here. I told you guys this last night. This is my goal. I don't know if this is going to happen, but obviously this already played out. All right, so that's of course my idea, and of course if it doesn't play out, and I said this last night, if this doesn't play out, the likelihood of us going back down testing 70K is going to be a lot more likely, or a lot more stronger. All right, and that's where we are right now on crypto. All right, damn guys, I'm out of breath. 10 a.m. We did finally make it to 10:10 right now. Let's get back on the chat, catch up with you guys. The Simpsons prediction, Bitcoin will go down. Did it? Can't argue with Simpsons. Andy says, can't argue with those facts, says Andy. Yes, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Guys, don't forget to, I haven't shilled it today. We do have a Patreon up. It's only $15 a month. If you guys want to join, we're hanging out over there and we're all learning together. I have a very, very welcoming Chaos crew, and you guys are always, available, to come over here and learn some more. All right, moving on. So let's get into some crypto chaos over on X. I am running out of breath, I'm telling you. Grok is growing. Grok has started 2026 and the strongest growth yet. Of course, this is Elon Musk shilling his platform. What else we have here? Unfettered, unfiltered. Oh, God. Oh, no. We're following Epstein into the castle. Oh, jeez, this is getting wild, guys. Alex Jones, of course, has a lot to say about this. I'm going to skip through that there. Nostalgia, Starfish, Hitler is a monster from the 1974 Japanese tokusatsu television series Kamen Rider X. Yes, Kamen Rider. Oh, classic. All right. Okay, White House is, backing UFO disclosure. And, guys, some of you guys in the chat last night were talking about or I think it was actually on Monday morning. I think it was Crypto JPEG said they're coming. There's gonna be a massive alien disclosure in two weeks. I think that's what he said. 2 weeks. So yeah, White House is backing UFO disclosure. Representative says Trump told DOD to grant access to the sites that alleged craft bodies and archives are at. The White House has told the DOD to make it happen to Trump's credit as a disclosure.
As a disclosure. So that's the extent at which they've been involved is literally just saying to the Department of Defense that, hey, Burleson, we're backing his request. Do what you can to make it happen. And so I'm very grateful for that.
Hopefully we see it. I've been waiting my entire lifetime to see that. All right. Wow. Elon must post this. He's really busy lately on X. My God. Melinda Gates responds to Epstein file suggesting Bill Gates got an STD from Russian girls and planned to security medicate her. NPR says the emails in the file suggest that Bill Gates on additional affairs and he tried to get medication to treat a sexually transmitted disease. All that stuff that's been rolled up into this. Melinda Gates says, sad, just unbelievable sadness. It's just sad. She said she just left her marriage. I had to leave my marriage. I wanted to leave my marriage. Wow. Wow. I felt it needed to eventually leave the foundation, so it's just sad. That's the truth. It's just sad. Okay. All right. You guys take that with what you will as well. That's coming out now. It's all over Twitter. It's all about, Twitter. All about, Melinda right now. And Bill. Okay, what else we have here? Needs to be above 0. Oh, God. The arrest counter. Oh, geez. Absolutely a thing. It's absolutely a thing. Oh, God. It's terrible. That's all. Yeah, everything's Epstein right now. Is there anything crypto related right now on crypto Twitter? Oh no. So I remember seeing this years ago. That 12-year-old discovers that every single U.S. president, with the exception of only one, were all related to, I think it was King Henry or whatever. Something like that. The second, or I forget. What if COVID was just a cover for Bill Gates so he could give his wife? Oh my God. See what I'm talking about? I can't escape it. Jesus.
What are you, stupid?
Everything is right now about Bill Gates and Epstein. So yeah, here's something crypto related. New Sailor Tracker turns on birthday mode. That's hilarious. Well, happy birthday, Michael Saylor. Of course, we covered that at the start of the live stream. He told everyone on his birthday to buy Bitcoin for themselves. Kathy Wood just doubled down on Binance is responsible for 1010 and now even blaming them for this week's crash. And we just got the the feedback from CZ saying, no, not Binance. It wasn't Binance. And Kathy was out there, of course, sharing the same thing as well. They think it's Binance. So does Tom Lee. So does most people. Arthur Hayes, a lot of the VCs.
Caused by a software glitch at Binance. And there was an auto deleveraging event. People were just, margin called, to the tune of about $28 billion. We know some of the entities that were caught up in that. They were caught flat-footed. And we think that is just now washing through the system. So if you're looking for something that has weighed on it recently, we do think that happened. But
all right, 100%, Kathy. Love you. Thank you so much, Kathy. Thank you. I'm a simp for Kathy, guys. Okay, moving on. You need to watch this. This is, Jack Mallers, having a little things to say here about Bitcoin relative to, Epstein. I've seen the full video. If you guys haven't seen the full video, here's a 3-minute clip. I don't even know if I want to get into that because we only got about 15 minutes left. All right. So if you haven't, check it out. Jack Mallers has a whole 20-minute video, going into detail about that. The Bitcoin sellers must be exhausted. The Bitcoin sellers right now sitting on the beach. They got sunburn. All right. They were talking about COVID back in 2019. COVID-19 about 2015, 2017. 2019, COVID-19 was a mass sacrifice. This, of course, in Epstein's emails back and forth to, I think, Bill Gates. There were some of the crazy talks back and forth about how they were planning for a pandemic in the near future. Okay, so what else we got? Anything relative to crypto? Anything? Jim Cramer says everything is not fine with Bitcoin. People need to get out. There you go, guys. It's time to get back in. What I
regard as being the single worst moment in this decline was the moment between 3:30 and 4:30, and then Williams comes on, and then suddenly everything's fine. I don't think so.
All right, that was a couple weeks ago. Oh, Jesus, I just can't escape it. All right, guys, we're going to have to get back into crypto news over on the headlines because it's all about, the Steen. I'm over it. All right, let's go back over to, one more time, go through TradFi. Anything happening today? We have any Trump announcements? Anything? It's been a while since we had him in the headlines or in front of the news.
Time to snack.
Yep, absolutely. We're going to get Google after the close here today. I kind of think that there's some pressure on Google because the tech space has been under pressure.
All right. Let's take a look at the roundup and probably head out, guys. One more TradFi. We'll go over here to CNBC real quick, and they're on break. Okay. Let's head over to check out some charts and things before we head out. Overall crypto sentiment right now still sitting in extreme fear at 14. All right. Moving on. 74,500 Bitcoin still hodling around that area. Guys, we need to get a win, man. We need a win, I'm telling you, or we're going to lose everything. Okay, let's see what else we have here. SP 500 sitting at 6,900. So yeah, still a little bit lower on the SP 500 this morning as tech stocks still slip. NASDAQ, as well, testing $86. We've got Dixie sitting at 97.5, of course, on the rise up as all the fear hits all the markets. Looking like it wants to break out to the upside as well. If this happens, guys, oh boy, $70,000 Bitcoin's definitely going to happen if we go back to 99 on that breakout. That would suck. Yeah, that would suck. It's what it is, though. Let's take a look at gold and silver quick before we go. 4,900 on gold. Still trying to attempt to break out as well. And silver. Yep, same thing there as well on a reversal. Still hitting its head on that first level of resistance. We had, of course, as support, flipping to resistance at $94. Okay, so that's where we are, guys. Hope you guys have a great day. I wish there was more crypto news. I wish it wasn't all just Epstein all freaking day, right? I'm like, God, that's all people want to talk about right now. All right, take a look with Jake the Snake blessing us with his presence on the outro. How's it going, Jake? How's it going? Binance needs to go bankrupt as a black swan to cleanse the whole system. Oh, dude, you don't say that, man. Jake, don't say that. Because if Binance goes, man, Bitcoin's going to 50K. There's no other way around it. It will go to 50K. We're talking about probably a worse scenario than FTX. I mean, worse than what we saw back in 1010. You do not want that, Jake. I'm telling you. For anyone in crypto right now, you better hold on to your butts. Yeah, right there, Jake. Now he's chanting 50K. Oh no. Jacob 6 says, Kramer, he looks into, he was onto something. Oh no, look at that price, 83,000. Yeah, back then. John Joe says, this town needs an enema. Yeah, enema. Yep, 100%. That's a great quote from 90s Batman. Yes, 89 Batman, right? Okay. Ghost Operations Bitcoin was at 3,800 when COVID hit. Is there a new pandemic? No, there is no new pandemic, but yeah, Bitcoin hit 69,000 after that. So Herpstein, that's all the free money that we've pre-printed. Don't forget, guys, we still have free money coming too. Likely going to be in the somewhere between April and June. April, May, June, something like that, for free money for the U.S. government. Of course, pumping our bags with that. A Guy says, got here late. Hey everyone, how's it going, A Guy? How's it going? We're about ready to head out. Jake the Snake is dancing with the chaos on the outro. I told you, 53,000 says John Doe. I'm telling you, John, only if something like that were to happen. Only if Binance were to fail. Yeah, 53 is definitely realistic. Ghost Operation says Epstein pandemic. Oh God, that was COVID. I mean, that's what they were talking about. Allegedly, that's what they were talking about. They were talking about COVID back in 2014, 15. Obviously, 5-6 years before it happened. Jacob 6 says free money to help during the next crisis. Free money to help people just pay their bill for 1 month. That's all that is. That $2,000 check that's coming for Americans here soon. All right, guys, have a great day. I'm going to call it. I'm going to try to get something done today. I've had a hell of a terrible start this week. I haven't got nothing done that I really wanted to do. But I got the studio. We're back in the studio. We're chipping along here. Hopefully, some more exciting announcements coming soon. Guys. All right, I'll catch you guys tonight at 8 p.m. And don't forget, it is Wrecked Wrench Wednesday, which, of course, we do our Patreon live after the show. So if you guys want to participate with the community over there and, yeah, talk with me and the Chaos crew, we have open discussions every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over there. And soon, we're going to have the forever weekends going. We're going to test that over this weekend as well. Have a good day, guys. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid.
What are you, stupid?
Until the bull run, I guess. I'll catch you later.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade a montage. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my wallet with more coins and let me bottle forever more and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood shopping and door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
You guys are so full of conspiracy in the chat, man. I can't even read half of that stuff. I can't. Oh my God, banana. What? I can't read that either. Okay. Government will either use a current coin or to tank its own 35 trillion or make its own, says John Doe. Ghost Operation says COVID-19 certificate of vaccination ID 19 equals 1 equals A equals 9 equals I. What? Ghost, what? Shirley. Don't ever call me Shirley. Oh my God. All right, guys. Each their own. Believe what you will. Maybe take everything you hear this week with a grain of salt after those. Yeah. Everyone's digging through those files. I'll catch you guys tonight. Have a good one. We're gonna win. We're gonna win so much, guys. We're gonna win so much.
You may even get tired of winning.